use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Okay, question number 4. Your conscious and physical sensations can be best described as A. Appearing as a function of the brain. B. A function of your non-physical being. C. Residing outside of the physical body and only being projected there. Or D. All. Man, these are easy. That's D. Of course. Your conscious and physical sensations, your consciousness and physical sensations can be best described as A. Appearing as a function of the brain. Absolutely. Why do you think scientists think that that's where it comes from? They poke around in the brain and you remember things and part of your brain is missing and you forget something and all that because they're appearing as a function of the brain, but they're not. Listen, if your brain is supposed to be representing that it has memories, and you take a part of it out, whatever memories were supposed to have been represented there, you can't have. Why? Because the part of the brain that was representing that it had them is not there, so it's not appropriate for you to have those memories. Do you still have those memories? Absolutely. And if you knew it, you could get your memories just as if they were always there, because they were never gone. Just like the people who don't have eyes or were blind from birth. Does that mean they can't see? No, of course they can see. When they popped out of their body, they could see. It's just that if the eyes are representing sight and they're not functioning, it's not appropriate for you to have sight if you don't have eyes. It's not appropriate. The representation, if the volume switch on the music player on the screen is down to the bottom to 0, it's appropriate that you don't hear the music. Not because you couldn't, but because it's just appropriate. If you change the representation, if you put the volume slide up to the top to 10, it's appropriate for the music to be loud. But it's just a representation. It doesn't mean that the music couldn't be loud or not loud without that function. But if a piece of your brain is missing or not working or got injured or whatever, then whatever it was supposed to have been doing, just in the same way as the eyes were supposed to have been seeing, if it's not working now, then it's appropriate that it represents that whatever that was, you can't do now. But is that true that you can't do it now? Not at all. If you got a higher consciousness, if you raised your consciousness to a higher level, which you're doing by reading this book, and realized that everything is just a representation, and you can change the meaning of the representation, you can say, I don't care if half my brain is missing. I'm still fully functional. And guess what? You would be. And people can say, I don't care if I don't have eyes. I can still see. And guess what? You still could. It's just that simple. So yes, they do appear as functioning as a function of the brain. B, a function of your non-physical being. Here it says, your consciousness and physical sensations can be best described as a function of your non-physical being. Absolutely. That's where it all happens. That's where all the power is. That's where everything is really going on. It's really going on there. That's where it really happens. We know that from so many ways, but just simply when the when the people pop out of their body in near-death experiences and out-of-body experiences, and still they're consciously aware and they can see and they can hear and all that, and their body's laying down on the operating table, come on. It's not a function of the body. It's a function of the non-physical being. And in C, your consciousness and physical sensations can be best described as residing outside of the physical body and only being projected there? Absolutely, because that's exactly what it is. They are somewhere else in the non-physical being. And they're only projected here. You have a physical representation of an eye, and then you have the sensation of sight, and they're put together very nicely, by the way. It's a great system. I mean, really, it's magnificent. It's genius. The sight sensation is right where your eyes are. And when you close your eyes, representing that the eye can't see, you can't see. And when you open them up, representing that the eye can see, you can see. Isn't that something? And when you reach out and touch something with your finger, you touch it. It's a great system. It's a great system. But yeah, they're just projected there. I mean, we've seen example after example where sight can be moved and taste can be moved and hearing can be moved. And, but I say leave them where they are because, frankly, I'm used to hearing with my ears. I'm used to seeing with my eyes. And I like it that way. Okay, question number 5. Ghosts and angels have the ability to... This is a trick question, by the way. I'm going to tell you right up front. It's a trick question. Ghosts and angels have the ability to A. Appear to anyone. B. Become physical without being born first. C. Alter your reality. Or D. Create meanings in your experience. Now, this is a trick question. Read it carefully. I'm going to read it one more time. Ghosts and angels have the ability to A. Appear to anyone. B. Become physical without being born first. C. Alter your reality. Or D. Create meanings in your experience. Well, the answer is B. Become physical without being born first. That's the nature of what they're about. They just flashed into existence. It's easy. Now, it's tricky because people might want to say A, appear to anyone. But remember, your reality is based on what you believe. And if you don't believe in ghosts and you don't believe in angels, you can't see them. They can't be in your experience. If they are in your experience, you won't recognize them as ghosts and angels. You won't know that that's what they are. You can't. Because you don't believe in them, you can't experience that. It can't be in your reality. So they cannot appear to anyone. They can appear to anyone who believes in them, absolutely. But other than that, if you don't believe in them, you can't experience it. B, we already covered that. That's the answer. Become physical without being born first. C, alter your reality. No, they can't alter your reality. Only you can alter your reality. Only you can change your mind. Only you can give meaning to something. Only you can change meaning of something. And when you change meaning or give meaning, you alter your reality. Now, if you see a ghost or an angel, or you hear about them, or read about them, or learn about them, and you change your thoughts about them, and as a result, you've altered your reality? Yeah. But remember, you altered your reality. They didn't. You may have decided to do it because of your awareness, but it was you. You altered your reality. Nobody else can alter your reality. Nobody. Nobody. Only you create your reality. Okay, and D, create meanings in your experience. That's the same thing as altering your reality. No one can create meanings in your experience. There's meanings out there. There has to be, because that's what the basis of everything that's out there is. It's got a meaning, therefore it exists. But they don't create meanings in your experience. You create meanings in your experience. Or you accept the meanings present. But it's always up to you. It's always you.
options. Now activating the next video play options. One moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.